very, very excited to do empty products videos because they're so gratifying to do. Wait till you see this. Please ignore these like gross oil stains on this paper bag, but this might be like an hour-long video. I honestly have no idea. I think I'm just gonna have to try and go very quick, but this is completely packed to the brim, and I don't even think there's anything like big in there taking up a lot of space. Like, I don't know, maybe there are like candles and stuff. Okay, but now I am properly situated and let's just dive headfirst into all of these empty products. If I have talked about something more extensively elsewhere, then I will make sure to link you in a card up here so you can click on another video where I've talked about these things. But now let's just get started. Intelligent Nutrients Perfect Hold Hairspray. I had like a teeny bit in another jar, but I liked the dispenser in the old packaging from the new packaging, so I just actually poured, this was the new one, but I poured it into the old packaging. But yeah, I basically went through a full Intelligent Nutrients hairspray, which is I really like for an everyday hairspray. Desert Essence Natural Tea Tree Oil Whitening Plus Mouthwash. Been using this for years on my countless container of this. I repurchase it constantly off Vitacost. I really like it. Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Almond Scent. Again, I already have another one of these under my sink. It's just a constant repurchase from Vitacost. Terribly unexciting too. Almond is probably my favorite scent. Tierra Mia Organics Raw Goat Milk Face and Body Cream. It's so strange. It says coconut scented. It wasn't really coconut scented. It was like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy this again, to be honest with you. It was not my favorite. It sort of was comparable to the Earth Mama Angel Baby body lotion. I'm a big devotee of the Red Flower Arctic Berry Cloud Milk Cream, but I like having something a little bit less expensive in rotation. So in lieu of this now, I'm using the Honest Company lotion, which is totally, I mean, it's like a nothing product really, so I don't really recommend that either. But yeah. Oh, I was so sad to finish this up. The Earthbody Sacred Brighten Cleanser and Mask. They've since rebranded as Om Kali or Om Kali, and I would like to purchase another one. I actually did this mask last night so that I could use it up. It's a clay mask with, doesn't have the ingredients listed on here, but it has mangosteen, guava, and acai. My skin responds very well to mangosteen, like those Skin On Mangosteen Beauty Drops. This is just a really beautiful kind of like deep cleansing, physical exfoliating mask. And I would like to buy another one. I don't need it per se, but I really enjoy this mask. I finished up my Old Generation Stark Grapefruit Cleanse and Hydrate Balm. So satisfying to see that puppy all used up. I'm currently using the new formulation of this, which is called Aurora, and they're similar, but Aurora, they have slightly different, yeah, they're different. I'll talk more about Aurora in the Stark brand review that I'm going to be doing soon. I loved this till the last drop though, and these jars last forever because a little bit of this product goes such a long way as a cleansing balm, so really enjoyed that thoroughly. I'm already getting like dehydrated doing this video and I have so much more to go. Mahalo Blue Hawaii Nutrient Mist to hydrate and tone. I feel the need to show you that it's like all used up because truthfully I am very proud of myself for going through so much stuff. This I liked. It's not, I did receive this to test out from the company. Mahalo generally will send me their new products to try and talk about. I liked it. It's not something I would probably buy for myself. It's a very different sort of like unique toner scent profile. The thing it actually I felt was very concordant with was the May Lindstrom Blue Cocoon. They kind of worked nicely together. Yeah, it was okay. I did use it up and it was nice to have it as a travel size, but I do have other toners I like a little bit better. I felt the need to throw this in here because I loved it so much, even though I've reviewed it separately and in my Beauty Heroes retrospective, but it's the Laurel Sun Damage Repair Facial Serum. It is so rare for me to use a skincare product all the way up, especially like a face serum type product, because I have so many, like a face oil or a face serum. And this was just a total standout for me. I found it really, really brightening. I did give a couple generous samples of it away, which is I think why I was able to get through it. But I would 100% love to have another bottle of this back in my life. It's either going to be this or the Infiore Lucents, because they're both kind of like a brightening post like sun damage. I don't really even get sun damage because frankly I don't go in the sun. I wear sunscreen and I don't go in the sun. I go in the sun very little. Yeah, it was just a really beautiful oil that I loved and wanted to mention. Okay, so maybe this is one of the big things that was taking up space in there. It looks gnarly. It's the Osha Ondaria Body Polish. This was kind of whatever. They did send me this to test. Along with like a body serum that I gifted to a friend because I didn't really like it. Osha is a brand, I have to say, I'm not like super drawn to them. I'm not terribly sure why. I like my Red Flower body scrubs better than I liked this. I just didn't find that it was like particularly effective at exfoliating, and it was such a runny formula that it was just kind of a little difficult to use. I like a scrub to have some a sort of liquidity or movement to it. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't like it to be so runny that it's like hard to scoop out and use, which is kind of how I found that to be. Max and Me Circle of Protection Body Oil. I even put it back in the packaging that it comes in so that you can see how these body oils come. Super beautiful. I used up my full jar. This is just such a stunning, stunning product. In the words of Jay-Z, what more can I say? Ironically too, it's funny that I just said that. I was on like a big Jay-Z kick last night. I was watching the Can I Get a video on YouTube and just remembering when I was in high school, and I think that came out when I was in high school, and just kind of like missing the yesteryear of pop culture. Every generation does that. Anyway, yes, Max and Me Circle of Protection Body Oil, A++++++. I have some like, it's funny to me that I throw these kind of like random things from my kitchen in here. I don't know what I'm thinking when I do this. I see something else too. A tea that I didn't like, but let's see. Nutiva organic chia seeds, organic coconut flour, and then I did also go through a Nutiva hemp seed, bag of hemp seeds. For some reason I really like this brand. They're very nicely rated and assessed by the medical intuitive that I work with, so they're kind of a nice brand that I like to rely on for staples like this. I don't know why I'm telling you about my salt, but I guess salt is an important thing to kind of like get right in your diet. I really like the Himalayan fine pink salt that I also get on Vitacost. I hated this tea, I can't even tell you. This is the Tea Pigs Licorice and Peppermint Tea. Truthfully, back in the day when I used to watch Essie Button before she was Estee Lalonde and became basically intolerable to watch, yes, I said that. I mean, I haven't watched her in years. She went through some kind of big shift and I just couldn't watch her anymore. But she used to always drink Tea Pigs tea, and it was always kind of on my radar. And a couple months ago, I just decided to pick this up at Whole Foods, and this tea made me nauseous, actually. Like, every time I would drink it, I would feel kind of off, and I'm not really sure why, if I was just having a bad reaction to either the licorice root or the peppermint. I do sometimes experience that with certain green teas. If I drink them in the morning on an empty stomach, I will get nauseous. Yeah, it kind of would like give me a headache and just make me feel off, that tea. I don't know. I have some Ardell Flare Medium Black Lashes that are Dunzo. I've really taken to, if I want to wear false lashes, I like doing the individuals on the outer corner versus a full strip. I don't do it that often, but if I want to like be a little bit more glam, I will do it. Jamie Greenberg, the celebrity makeup artist I started watching in the last couple months, is a really big fan of that, so kind of re-inspired me to get back into individual lashes. I'm making actually really good progress. I think it's because I'm going quite fast. Another little food thing. This was the coffee I was actually just drinking this morning. The 4 Sigma Foods mushroom coffee with lion's mane. This is my favorite one. They also do one with cordyceps, I think, but that one's like a little bit too mushroomy. It tastes like you're eating mushrooms that are on a pizza. It's very weird. I think just because it's like the cooked mushroom flavor. The one with lion's mane I like. I don't have this that often. Like sometimes on the weekend I'll have half a pack on Saturday and half a pack on Sunday. I'm very measured with my coffee intake. It's pretty minimal. Let's see. Red Flower Japan Yuzu Mimosa Sea Algae Wash. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. I think it was fine. I think I brought this on travel. I really enjoy Red Flower products, and I don't think that was any exception. A travel size of the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. This came in a Beauty Heroes box, didn't it? I think this came with the antioxidant cacao mask, and I really love this toner. It's like a cult favorite at this point across eco beauty enthusiasts and conventional beauty enthusiasts alike. So it's a really, really nice one. Eld Lipid Serum. So this is funny. Actually, I'll make a slight diversion to talk about this. So this company, I think that they're a Norwegian company or a Swedish company, I'm not exactly sure, or Danish. And right before they were launching on Eco Diva Beauty, which God, I have not shopped from them in a long, long time, but they were getting ready to launch on there, and someone from them reached out and wanted to send me some of their products to try. And so I got them all in. I had this, a moisturizer, like a lip and cheek tint, maybe something else, I don't quite remember. And I was just really kind of like unimpressed. They were very kind of like basic products. This I actually used up as a body serum. It just didn't seem to do much for my skin. I have been using the moisturizer up as a hand cream at work, and I think I gave the lip and cheek tint away. But just the other day reading Emma Watson's top shelf on Into the Gloss, and she loves this brand. I think maybe she likes their makeup a little bit. I don't remember her mentioning their skincare, but she loves this brand's makeup, like those pots. So I guess there's that. Not that I'm, not just because Emma Watson says it's good per se. I didn't really find the skincare to be noteworthy or memorable, like in any way, but it was the only other time I've ever heard anyone talk about the brand. This is the Intelligent Nutrients Certified Organic Hand Sanitizer, which I really, really like. I'm actually currently trying to finish up the Tammy Fender hand sanitizer, which I mentioned in a recent disappointing products video, and I'm trying to use it up. I just really don't like it. I can't wait to buy another one of these. It's like a lemon vanilla scented. It reminds me of like a really delicate lemon vanilla like tea cake smell, and it just makes me like extremely happy to use. So I love this product for an on-the-go hand sanitizer. Just kind of laugh at myself sometimes, like how funny that looks. This is a Desert Essence organic jojoba oil in a plastic bag so that the oil doesn't get all over. But I'm actually almost out of another one of these, so you will be seeing this again in my next empty products video. This is what I use to take off my eye makeup every day, and sometimes I'll use it to moisturize more sensitive parts of my body, like after a bikini wax, and I don't want a moisturizer that has like essential oils or anything potentially irritating in it. I use pure jojoba oil. A pack of Bloom Naturals wipes. I don't use face wipes regularly, sometimes after the gym. More often I use them if I'm doing like swatches for videos, or if I'm, doing lip swatches or things like that. I just always like to have a pack around, and I like the ones that are for dry and sensitive skin. Again, on Vitacost. I'm like a Vitacost, frequent buyer VIP at this point. I order so much stuff from them. Spry gum, also I get this on Vitacost. I like the spearmint flavor. Not a huge gum chewer, but like it's nice to have a more natural gum, I guess. 2 candles, both by PF Candle Co. This is the Spruce, and this is the Vanilla Plum. I really didn't like this one. And then I'm almost done. I think it's burning in the background. That is the Frankincense and Ode. So I guess I'm glad these are in here so that I can kind of review them now. I am over PF Candle Company candles. I had my moment with them, but I didn't like any of these 3 enough to keep buying the candles. The only PF Candle Company candle I've ever really loved is the Teakwood and Tobacco. But the spruce just had like very little scent throw. I wanted my apartment to smell like a Christmas tree and it didn't. The vanilla plum I really disliked. This was a special collaboration with Anomi, Chelsea Ware Shop, and PF Candle Company, and it was really like heady, floral, powdery. I didn't like it at all. The frankincense and oud is okay. It's just, I don't know, it's not that special to me. I did just order a new candle that I will be showing in an upcoming Mercedes shops. I'm becoming very selective, I think, about my candle burning habits and candle purchasing habits. More on that to come. I do have a Red Flower Arctic Berry Cloud Milk Cream in here. So this was the one where the lid was broken when it arrived, and Jeannie sent me a brand new one of these to use because the one I had purchased came defective. So I still used it even though the lid was, you know, like this. I actually gave a really big sample of it away to a friend too, who is now a convert. Literally everyone that tries this product ends up becoming addicted to it. And yes, thank you so much to everyone that like blew up my messages and emails with the guilt offer on Red Flower. I did take advantage of it, don't worry, and I will be showing it in said upcoming Mercedes shops. Okay, now we're down to like, there's like a ton of little stuff in here. Glass jar stuff. Leilani Champagne Serum. I sort of mini reviewed this in a Maquillage and Musings video. I didn't love it for my face. It has a very strong Sunny D citrus scent, and it was a very, I'm trying to remember. The texture was very light oily, so it wasn't absorbed super easily on the skin. I think it's in a grapeseed oil base, and I feel like grapeseed oil tends to have that kind of consistency, which is just not really like my personal favorite. Yeah, so honestly, I didn't really like this for my skin. It kind of made a nice body oil though, which is always my tip if you have face serums that you don't want to use on your face or you don't have anyone in your life to give it to. Using them up as body oils I think is a nice way. This is another sort of like nutrition supplement thing. The liquid magnesium I take is the Trace Minerals Mega Mag 400 milligrams. Medical Intuitive Protocol recommended. I take this every night, 1 dropper full. An Infiore Treat Gentle Cleansing Emulsion. I actually still have another one of these that I'm working through. I'm trying to think, I may have used this one up to, I think I used some of it as skincare and then I used it up in the shower to shave with as sort of like a body product, because I had like 3 or 4 people give me, when this was in the Beauty Heroes box a couple of years ago now, a bunch of people had given me theirs. It didn't work for their skin type, so I've been trying to find creative ways to use all of that up. So these were the Leonore Grail shampoo samples that a friend gave me. So I had the honey shampoo for gentle volumizing and the balancing shampoo for oily scalp and dry ends. So I did have a positive first impression of these. The honey one was a little bit I could see it being a little too heavy for my hair. The balancing one was nice. I've heard the algae one is also very nice. I've considered buying one of like the Leonore Grail sample shampoo packs, but I don't know. Frankly, there's just other eco brands that I think I would rather invest in above the Leonore Grail, like Rare Elements, and I think the brand's called Philia B. I mean, these do say on the back, ecologically friendly, SLS free, paraben free, silicone free. They do have like fragrance. They're kind of one of those brands that's like free of a bunch of nasties, but they do still, you know, they're not like perfectly clean. Okay, I have a little baggie of small stuff. I'm impressed with the good time that I'm making on this video, to be honest with you. Okay, what do I have here? Josh Rosebrook Ethereal Perfume. I used up my whole sample. I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. I'm not sure that I will buy a full size. I wish he would come out with like a rollerball or a purse size spray. That I would definitely buy and like to have in rotation. I'm kind of in the process of thinking about a spring summer scent, a new spring summer scent to invest in. So it could potentially be this. I actually think this works nice year round, but then I'm also very drawn to 2 Hermes fragrances at the moment. One is for spring summer would be En Jardin en Méditerranée. I love that. It's a fig fragrance. And then more recently I became obsessed. Part of their Hermescence line called Ambre Négoulier, I think. And oh my god, it's like a dead of winter scent though, like fall winter evening scent, but it is incredible. more fragrance talk to come probably. I have here 2 of the little Audacity serum booster samples. These came in, I think, like a detox market order. It was the acai and rose, which I have used before and really liked, and then the papaya and geranium, this was an interesting one. The viscosity of it was completely different than other serum boosters I've tried. I've also tried the Beriti and lime. My overall take on these is that they are nice to use, but I frankly think they're just really overpriced for the amount of product that you get. And I think you're better off investing in a full size, like real deal serum that might be on the more expensive end, but I just think it's a better bang for your buck. You go through these in like a month, the full size of these, and I personally don't really think that they're the great investment. I don't know. Not how I personally would want to spend my money. And then I have a sample of the De Mamiel Restorative Cleansing Balm and the Henne Organics Luxury Lip Balm. So I put these in here because I guess I had things to say about them. I think, to be honest with you, I was sort of underwhelmed with both. I had very high expectations for the Restorative Cleansing Balm, and it was just sort of, I don't know, a little bit better than middling, but it wasn't enough to merit the price for me. I do, however, really enjoy the De Mamiel Dewy Face Mist. I'm loving that. That came in a February Art of Organics box. And then the Henne Luxury Lip Balm, I'm glad I didn't go, ooh man, that smells funky. Not good, it's like gone off. I had tried this or sampled it at a beauty boutique I was at. I was really close to buying a full size, and I'm glad I didn't because it just wasn't that moisturizing, honestly, on me. For lip balm, I'm currently really liking the H is for Love tinted lip balm that came in a recent Boxwalla box. Maybe I'll talk about that in an upcoming favorites video because I have really been liking it. It's tinted, but it's really, really pretty. Okay, I have an Evolve H Ultra Shine Moisture Shampoo. I guess I just had a small one of these to use up because I have full sizes of the Evolve H Ultra Shine Shampoo and Conditioner in my shower. I adore it. It's a constant repurchase for me. You can get them on Pettivore. I think maybe also Dermstore carries them. I have an Infuore Lustra cleansing oil. Lustra and Treat is one of my favorite second cleansing steps. Okay, so my second cleanse will either be this if my skin is kind of like in good shape, normal, maybe even feeling a little bit dry. This will be my second cleanse. If my skin feels more combination or erring towards getting congested, my second cleanse will be either the Osmia Black Clay Facial Soap or the Stark Eclipse Cleanser, which I've really been liking, used sparingly because that's a very active product. This is a Niev's Cloud of Protection like room mist or space cleanser mist. I already have another one of these in my office at work. That's what I use it for. I really like it. I did also decide to pick up the Captain Blankenship Smokeless Smudge Spray. So I am someone that's just very sensitive to, I'm sensitive to everything, but I'm quite sensitive to the energy of spaces. And I just find that constantly, maybe it's just like an addiction I've developed. I usually mist, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And then I also am misting hydrosols during the day at work a lot. But at home, I don't always have the time to do like a full Palo Santo smudge, which I prefer to doing a sage smudge. So I really was intrigued by the idea of having a smokeless smudge spray for home for my kind of like energy upkeep cleansing in between doing kind of more dedicated space cleansing rituals, which usually happen around new and full moons for me. Anyway, just went off on a little tangent there. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I don't even remember using this up. Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Repair CC Cream in Warm Glow. I used this product for years. I have sort of nostalgia for this product because it was one of the first eco products I ever bought when I was like switching over from, I think I was using the Kiehl's tinted moisturizer or the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. One of the first products I wanted to switch in like 2010 was over to a cleaner tinted moisturizer, and No More Dirty Looks were like, which by the way, apparently that blog is like now defunct, although I always felt that once Siobhan and Alexandra left and it got taken over by those other bloggers that it never really felt the same. I really miss vintage No More Dirty Looks. It was a really nice community for a period of time. Anyway, they loved this product. That was why I got into it. Now that the market has expanded, honestly, I don't recommend this as much because the color selection of the range is not great and it's a very heavy, oily, greasy formula. So when I was drier, I really liked this. Now I use either Suntegrity, which is also kind of on the heavier end for how my skin has been recently, or the Josh Rosebrook Nutrient Day Cream. Tinted and untinted are great, but they're very expensive. So I think actually a new generation equivalent of this could be the Well People Tinted Moisturizer. I've been hearing tons of really good things about that. I would like to try it at some point, but yeah, that was a long ramble about that. Shisui Top Coat in Awesome. I have found a sufficient replacement for this, and it is the Isla Better Than Gel Top Coat. I talked about it in February favorites if you would like to hear more. So this is a David's toothpaste, all used up. I literally have 3 tubes of this under my sink because I think I bought 1 or 2 after I had like finished this up. And then this product has been in like every subscription box under the sun. 2 that I have gotten, it was in the Bloom box and the Craftly box that I just reviewed. I don't know, David's I guess has just been infiltrating everywhere. So it's a great product though. I love it. It's the toothpaste I use. It was rated very well by my medical intuitive, which is something I care to have him check because I personally think toothpaste is important to get right, meaning not problematic ingredient wise or creating an issue for your body to deal with, because your gums are so porous and they really absorb a lot of, irritants or inflammatory ingredients through toothpaste. That said, I was talking about this with Jess LaFleur from Stark. She did a really good video, I thought, on a kind of perfectionism in green beauty and why you don't need to use 100% eco products. I'll list that video down below if you want to see it. But I had shared in the comments that I tend to think that some personal care products are really important, like toothpaste and menstrual products and deodorant are kind of like an important first step to transitioning products. But that said, I also used conventional toothpaste literally my whole life until I think I started using like Tom's and stuff when I was in my mid-20s. And I've, knock on wood, never had a cavity and never had issues with my teeth. So it's one of those things where it's sort of like, yeah, the ingredients do matter. Genetics also play like a huge role, as we know. Anyway, I'll stop rambling about that now. I do think toothpaste is important to switch over, and it's such an easy thing to switch. Okay, this actually is it. So Dr. Tongue's Smart Floss in every Empties video. Best floss on the planet, hands down. Uma Absolute Anti-Aging Body Oil. I did a whole Uma brand review, so I won't be redundant here. I will link that for you to go watch. Laurel California Body Oil. I really liked this. This came in a Beauty Heroes box. Actually, I think it came in this box, didn't it? It was a box from over the summer. I loved this. It is a heavier body oil, but the smell was incredible, lingered so beautifully on the skin. I love Laurel. They're just such a solid, super high quality brand that I really, really like. So I highly recommend the California Body Oil. It's really beautiful. Doubles of some things. I have 2 Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras. I think this was a 100-point perk, and this is just the mini size that I like to buy from Macy's. There's a Macy's in downtown Boston, and when I'm low on mascara, I just pop in and buy one of these. They last a long time. I kind of prefer it to the big tube. And then I have 2 Glossier Boy Brows in brown. And, I get to talk about this now. I think I talked about it on IG stories the other day, but I have just switched from using Glossier Boy Brow in brown to Glossier Boy Brow in black, and my life is sort of changed. I will definitely be putting that in March favorites. So basically what switching to Glossier Boy Brown in black has done for me, which I've always been so afraid of using black products on my eyebrows, even though my brow hairs are black. I had been wanting to go the eyebrow tinting route for a while just because everyone had been talking it up. I came really close to doing it, and then ultimately I just really don't want another layer of upkeep to my life right now. I already honestly do so much. I mean, between hair and waxing and body work and acupuncture, I did not want to throw another like $50 monthly, bi-monthly appointment in the mix. It was just like, enough is enough at some point. Not saying I'll never do it, but I feel that using Glossier Boy Brow in black gives me more of like a tinted darkening effect to my brows, which I really love. Like, I love the way that it looks. Why have I been using like brown eyebrow products for so long to lighten up my brows? I think I actually want my brows like darker. That was the whole impetus behind wanting to get them tinted. So I'm gonna see how I get on with it. I've only been using the black for a couple weeks now, but I really have been enjoying it. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember? I used to use this all the time. I can't even believe this is in here. This is a Zuzu Luxe liquid eyeliner in black. And before I discovered the Surratt Autographique eyeliner, this was what I would use all the time to do my liquid liner. Granted, this is still a cleaner formulation than the Surratt, but the Surratt Autographique, if you're willing to have not an eco brand or product, is just, you know, hands down an amazing liquid liner pen that's like basically foolproof. And I think it only rates a 2 on EWG. It's not like horrendous. It is a little expensive. And another equivalent to this to try could be the Well People one. They came out with a liquid liner that's just in this formulation. I've heard mixed things on it. I've heard that the tip of it is sort of hard and not that flexible. I don't really know anything about the formula. I don't see myself straying from my Surratt like anytime soon. So yeah. This is another makeup item all the way used up. It's the Bite Matte Lip Crayon in Aubergine from a holiday set like 2 years ago. I love this color and I have a full size of it in my life. I think this was also in February favorites. And then the very last product for this video is the Plume Lash and Brow Enhancing Serum. This was a gift. Jeannie actually gave me this to test out, and I think it works. It is sort of an investment. I think it's around $90. I used it on my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and I did notice changes. However, my thoughts on these are just that, like, it's kind of an open rambly thought I have, which is that yes, you see results from using this for like 2 or 3 months, right? If you stop using it, then I think that things just kind of eventually will go back to how they were before. I don't know if I've really been able to tell much of a difference. I mean, I've been very happy with my lashes and my brows lately. Where am I going with this? Basically, it's like once you start using this, do you need to keep using it? Or would you be okay investing in this like twice a year, say? So you use it and you kind of get, you know, good effects and then you do it again in 6 months? I don't know. I guess it would be up to everyone to decide how often to keep this in rotation, or, you know, once a year, twice a year, every time you run out. It would be kind of pricey that way. It is a $90 product that's good for about 3 months max, I would say. So those are kind of my thoughts. I don't think it's necessarily an essential product, but if you are wanting to grow your lashes and your brows and you want to go a cleaner formulation, I do think it works. Success. I was in a groove. I think I was very focused, and I think it maybe was the coffee. I don't normally drink coffee before doing videos. I'm normally drinking tea. I hope you really enjoyed hearing about all of my empty products. I hope that it was helpful to you in thinking about your own purchasing decisions. Per usual, I would love to hear from you in the comments about thoughts you share, differing thoughts or opinions, product recommendations. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.